Hey guys, Colnator coming at you live here from AlphaVicely, and this weekend, if you don't know what's going on, E3 is going to be going on this weekend, basically where all the game industry leaders get to show off all the games and all the cool things that are going to be happening this year, especially during the fall, most likely. So I want to make a video and show you guys my top 5 games I will be looking out for at E3. Number 5. Deus Ex Mankind Divided. Deus Ex Mankind Divided, developed by Eidos and published by Square Enix, is a cyberpunk-themed action role-playing game, or what I like to call a first-person shooter with third-person shooter mechanics with RPG elements. The story takes place 2 years after Deus Ex Human Revolution. Augmented covert agent Adam Jensen returns to deal with the aftermath of the AUG incident, a day when people with mechanical augmentations around the world lost control of themselves and behaved violently, causing millions of lives to be lost. The public, now hostile towards mechanical augmentation, have segregated augmented humans from non-augmented ones. Terrorist organizations have spawned to fight back segregation. After Adam's previous employer, Seraph Industries, goes out of business, he starts working for Task Force 29, an anti-terrorist unit. It's up to Adam Jensen to stop these terrorist organizations, including the Illuminati, a secret society whose goals are to have the world under their full control. Deus Ex Mankind Divided is going to be interesting because the previous title, Deus Ex Human Revolution, was a great game. While I didn't complete the game, I was still able to enjoy Human Revolution. The previous title's gameplay mechanics I felt were different compared to most RPG games today. If you're into RPG games, especially cyberpunk themes, I recommend checking it out. Number 4. Mafia III. Mafia III, developed by Hangar 13, published by 2K Games, is an open-world action-adventure third-person shooter. In 1968, you play the character Lincoln Clay, a biracial orphan and Vietnam War veteran. Lincoln's closest thing to family is the Black Mob. He rejoined them after the Vietnam War ended. Later on, the Italian mob kills the entire Black Mob, leaving Lincoln as the last living survivor. Angry at the Italian mob for killing the closest thing he had to family, he starts his own mob to get revenge. Vito Scaletta, the main character from Mafia II, is an ally of Lincoln's. Now keep in mind, many important events happened during 1968. Martin Luther King was assassinated the same year, the Civil Rights Act of 1968 was signed the same year, Robert F. Kennedy was shot only 2 months after he announced candidacy for President of the United States the same year. I would not be surprised if racism plays a factor in this game. Now, I've never played the Mafia series, and with the relaunch of Mafia 2 on Steam, I will be playing this before Mafia 3 comes out. I'm excited for Mafia 3 for sure, since it will be relevant around the Vietnam War, and I'm interested to see how Lincoln Clay's plot turns out. 2K Games announces the release date to be October 7th, 2016. Number 3. Final Fantasy XV. Final Fantasy XV, created by Square Enix, is an action role-playing game. On the planet Io, similar to modern-day Earth, 4 nations obtained crystals which gave them magical powers. After years of war, only one nation holds the last crystal, Lucis. While Lucis maintains their magical presence, the remaining nations turn into technologically advanced societies. After the 3 remaining nations unite and are on the brink of starting a war with Lucis, Lucis decides to create a peace treaty. You play the role of Noctis, the heir to the throne of Lucis. The condition of the peace? Prince Noctis must marry Lady Luna the Oracle. While Noctis is traveling with his friends, he discovers his signing for the peace treaty was a ruse for the other nations to steal the last crystal. His homeland is invaded, and his father and soon-to-be wife are believed dead. Now I'm going to be honest with you guys, up until a few days ago, I never really played Final Fantasy or kind of cared for it. Within the past few months or so, it kind of did spark my interest to play some of the other Final Fantasies. I've only played Final Fantasy VII very briefly when I was younger, but I don't remember too much except for that Cloud's in the game. Rookie did tell me about Final Fantasy 13. I've been playing that a lot more recently, and I've had quite a lot of fun with that, to be honest. So I really am excited for Final Fantasy 15. Square Enix plans to release this game September 30th, 2016. Number 2. Ghost Recon Wildlands. Ghost Recon Wildlands, created by Ubisoft Paris, is an open-world tactical shooter. Notice how I didn't say first-person shooter or third-person shooter, because in this game you actually use both. The story is, you're the leader of an elite US Special Forces team called Ghost. You were sent to Bolivia, South America to defeat, destroy, and eventually break the alliance between the Santa Blanca drug cartel and the corrupted government. Since Ubisoft is exploring open-world environment for the Ghost Recon series, this will provide tactical options for all types of players, from run and gunners to a sneaky snake approach. Ubisoft explains that sabotage, interrogation, kidnapping, and assassinations are only a few of the many options available to the player. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I'm really excited for this game just because we haven't really had too many shooters or like different shooters come out in a while. We've like Call of Duty comes out every year, Battlefield comes out every other year, so nothing really too special. But Ghost Recon Wildlands, it's a 4-player cooperative shooter, tactical shooter is what Ubisoft calls it. And I think this is going to be really good, especially with all the equipment you could see in the video, just everything you can do, third-person cover, first-person aim, down sights. It is going to be a really good game. Ubisoft plans to release this game late 2016 to spring 2017. Number 1. Mass Effect Andromeda. Mass Effect Andromeda, developed by BioWare, published by Electronic Arts, is a third-person shooter action role-playing game. Unfortunately, though, most of the story hasn't been leaked or revealed by Electronic Arts. Based on the already released trailers and information, we can make a few speculations, however. Mass Effect Andromeda will not be part of the original character, a Commander Shepard's story, so it'll be a totally different galaxy, totally different story altogether, not in the saga. Mass Effect Andromeda will take place in the Andromeda Galaxy, hence the name. EA puts emphasis on exploration, gameplay, and dialogue. They express exploration due to the return of an all-terrain vehicle, similar to the Mako in Mass Effect 1. Players will also have a jetpack for exploration. The player plays the game from a human's perspective, so no new races here, at least for that part. And it's possible the Krogans and Asari races will return to the game. But since we're in a new galaxy, it's to be expected new races will appear as well. I'm gonna be straight up, this game gonna be lit, okay? I've played the Mass Effect series multiple times. I think, to be honest, the combination of sci-fi, shooter, and RPG is what brings it together for me. Because I mean, all my friends know I'm not really an RPG person, but Mass Effect really does capture that for me. But however, especially with the end of Mass Effect 3, it was apparent EA couldn't continue the Mass Effect saga with Commander Shepard, and I saw this coming way back, way before they even said anything. I'm really interested to see the new galaxy, the use of the Mako-like vehicle, and what enemies we face. It sounded like EA was going to have a separate press conference called EA Play. They may not show everything at E3, but I'm sure they're going to reveal some details about this game during their press conference. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Your boy Colnator doing that pre-E3. E3, I think we're going to get some surprises here that we probably are not even kind of expecting. It's kind of weird though, EA is kind of like not doing their press conference, but they are doing their press conference at E3, as well as only the games I mentioned were games that were fully announced. There's obviously rumors for other games, and those games I'm really waiting to see what'll happen. So, anyways guys, thank you again so much for watching. Make sure to comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. There once was a man who went to AlphaVicely.com. And he found all the greatest deals and all the greatest spills. He saw this blog and he said, wow, what a great blog.